Moving right along, Justin Bieber is panicked. They say that he is being roped into this Diddy S trafficking stuff after bloggers and now the National Enquirer are laying everything out, and it's driving Bieber crazy. They say that it's putting also a strain on his marriage to Hailey Bieber. In I'm not going. Side note, I feel like now I'm gonna repeat themselves because I'm about to go on a little tangent and I'm trying not to, but every time I've seen Hailey and him out, I feel like it always looked like she's stressing him out or something. And I'm not trying to be mean, but like y'all need to plant some pictures where it look like y'all happy, happy, happy or something. Because every time I see y'all, it's like, no, I can believe that. Because you look stressed out all the time. Okay, let me keep going. The article says that Bieber fears a subpoena, which would actually require him to relive things he witnessed while under Diddy's wing as his party sidekick. Haley, of course, is reportedly worried not only about Justin, but the health of him, which, yeah, she can only do so much. I don't know. Again, before the marriage, before the baby, even they just didn't always look happy. But let's continue. It's apparently been a really stressful time for Justin, with the family drama, money issues, where recently, I guess, it was reports of Bieber going broke back in, I think, sometime in actually last year. Them adjusting to parenthood because they got a baby. I think they had a baby like in August. Manager challenges. He wanted to part from his manager, which, I think is actually one of those managers that he's had for a very long time. And it's a little bit more challenging. It's a little bit deeper when somebody knows you for a very long time, like an extended period of time, and they've been there with you through, you know, all of the things. It's sometimes maybe a challenge to part from them, regardless of whether it's right for you to part with them or wrong, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, it still can be a breakup, within itself. Now, while Justin has dealt with anxiety and depression for most of his life, the fears of the lid being ripped off are making him go bananas, they say. Haley is reportedly fed up, they say, with Bieber constantly being worried and swimming in self-pity, and believes that he is checking out as a husband and father to their young child, Jack Blue. Now, as I mentioned, there is a Peacock documentary called Diddy, The Making of a Bad Boy. Well, it's officially airing now, and Us Magazine says that the doc includes claims made by Sarah Rivers, who appeared on Making the Band 2, where she admitted she didn't want to be around Diddy unless there were cameras around. She also says that he touched her in a place that he shouldn't have, which is news because I don't remember anything prior to this coming out of her saying anything of that nature at all. So this is definitely one of those brand new revealing things on here where it's like, who else has been violated in a way and they are holding on to that information. The Al B. Shore testimonial, I talked about how I was surprised that Al B. Shore was going to be on there. But that's been a hot topic of conversation where he confirmed suspicion around the death of basically Kim Porter, along with the fact that she may have been in the process of writing a book because she was keeping actually a diary. So maybe I had heard of somebody out there who had a book. I did not buy into the whole somebody having a book about Kim thing, but let me take a sip of water real quick. I did not buy into the Kim Porter book thing, so I did not do any research on that component because there's just an area there that I just don't, it's too gray for me to believe, to be very transparent with you. And I know that the kids came out with that joint statement. They said that my mom wrote a book, is simply not true. And then I think it was something like people was like, if it is somebody that's profiting off of that, it should be us. So the money should go to us if you making money off of that. Something like that. Okay. Alleged. Yeah, alleged. And the coroner's report confirms that she, and as of I'm going to say Kim Porter actually died of pneumonia. So, but again, just because the coroner's report say that, obviously there's still rumors out there that are lingering that Diddy had something to do with the death, unfortunately, of Kim Porter. Let's talk Don Lemon. He, of course, recently did an interview with Wendy Williams, and I had a chance to review it on the previous episode titled Wendy Speaks Out. I'm glad to hear Wendy actually speaking out for herself and being out and about for her son's graduation last month. And now that I've summed that up, Don Lemon is on page 12, and they're saying that Lemon is trying to make a power move, and he's trying to get back into that prime time area. While on his YouTube, he discusses the importance of independent media. They say you want to be back on TV, Don. That's what they're saying. They're saying that you're looking to fill Dan Abrams' soon to be vacated primetime slot at News Nation. However, apparently, comeback wrongdoer that old Chris Cuomo child. They say he in the way. This is only an issue because Don and Chris have a history, they say, and not the warm and fuzzy kind. You know, probably the competitive kind, but reportedly Chris calls the shots over there at News Nation, and Don got to get his sort of blessing in order to gain a spot. That's what the Inquirer says. They're also calling Don. This is what they're saying about you, Don. They're saying that you're high maintenance, you're controversial. You're supposed to be controversial when you're a journalist, though, and not exactly a team player. Now, that part, I don't know what that looks like. But I also feel like you do a fantastic job with what you already do. Plus, you do make appearances on different podcasts, on different shows, so you're still going. However, I get it. I understand there's a difference between not being on main TV, especially when you've had that spot for years when you worked for the network. This isn't just about Chris. It's about convincing the whole network, though, they say. So they don't know if they say Don would be worth the gamble. I say he would be worth the gamble. Listen to me over here speaking like I'm a part of Don Lemon's team. Okay. But yeah, Lemon live. Lemon. I don't know where that came from, y'all. Anyway, let me just go ahead and move right along. Want to talk a little bit about A$AP Rocky. On page 9, they talk about the criminal charges that A$AP Rocky is facing. Now, I hadn't heard about this in a little while. He is due to go on trial, though, on January the 21st, and could be facing, y'all, up to 8 years in 8 years. 8 years in the slammer. 8. That's a long time. 8. Now, while the article says that Rihanna is freaking out, the photos that she's posting for Savage Fenty lingerie, especially for this upcoming Valentine's Day, I don't know, it makes me think, yeah, she is freaking out, all right. Okay, make sure, let me handle it before you go. A$AP reportedly fired a semi-automatic weapon at Terrell Efron near a Hollywood hotel in 2021, injuring the hand of his former childhood friend. Not your... What about your friends, A$AP? What about your friend, A$AP? No, I don't believe it. A collaborator who says Rocky shot him, and there's apparently video footage. Rocky could be away from the kids for a while, y'all, but it's more to come, of course, as this trial evolves. And moving on to probably just the last thing that I'm going to chit chat about. The beloved DJ Steven Twitch Boss is facing some harsh accusations because the family and fans believe, the beloved DJ Steven Twitch Boss's wife, now widow, is facing some harsh accusations because the family and fans believe that she is exposing him, and it's upsetting everybody, okay? Everybody believes that this new book that Allison Hochler, I think is her last name, forgive me if I'm saying it wrong, the widowed wife of Twitch, is writing it to expose all the things about him just for a payday. Now, although the toxicology report stated that Twitch had no drugs or alcohol in his system, in her new memoir she is writing, Allison reveals that she discovered drugs in his closet the day of his funeral and cited agonizing passages of his private journal that allude to him being sexually abused as a child. She seems to believe, I guess, that sharing his story within her memoir might help other people as well, and also says that she realized there was a lot of things that Twitch did not share, that he kept to himself and only revealed in his journal. Twitch was the lovable sidekick, if you don't remember, of course, on Ellen from 2014 to the final May in 2022. Didn't he even host he hosted the show for a little bit as well and served as, in that capacity too. While her saying, by far, this is what she said, by far the most tacky, classless, opportunist act I've ever seen. Yes, this was a family member of Twitch's who basically slammed her. Although, again, the 16-year-old daughter came to her mama's defense. Now, his brother, Dre Rose, also accused Hochler of weaponizing the couple's children. His mama also spoke out too. She said, our family is absolutely appalled by the misleading and hurtful claims made about my son. We will not stand by while his name and legacy are tarnished. Connie Boss Alexander. Now, when Allison was asked about her intentions, she responded with, my intention is to celebrate the love and life that I shared with Stephen and our 3 beautiful children, and also the more complex aspects of both of our lives. The book, This Far, My Story of Love, Loss, and Embracing the Light, is set to release on February the 4th, just in time for Black History Month. Okay, it's coming up, y'all. It's coming up. And if you missed the previous episodes, no worries. I have linked them below, or you can always browse the channel for the latest episodes. Thanks for tuning in to the Critic Chronicles YouTube channel, where you get commentary, reviews, and tabloid news. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload.